Hello dear student, welcome to Malti Smart class, and today our topic is A Thing of Beauty by John Keats of class 12. For before starting this poem, I request my viewers to please subscribe and click on the bell icon for the latest updates of the chapters and the poem. So let's have the poetry. Who is the poet? John Keats. John Keats is a romantic poet who just wholeheartedly devoted his life for the poems. In this poem is an excerpt to the Endymion. Endymion is a Greek mythological character or a young shepherd who lives in the Mount Letos. The theme of the poem is, the poet has described that a thing of beauty is a source of constant joy. We can just seek beauty in everything. Beautiful things can keep us to the positivity, to the hopefulness, and it just gives us the strength to understand the life much better way. Poet has also used poetic devices such as imagery, metaphor, symbol, oxymoron, alliteration that we will see while we are going with the stanzas. So let's start the stanza. The first stanza of this poem is, A thing of beauty is a joy forever. The poet in the very first line explains, a beautiful thing is a joy forever. Joy forever, that means it just gives you the happiness. जॉन किट्स इस लाइन में कहना चाहते हैं कि जो ब्यूटीफुल थिंग्स होते हैं उनकी जो खूबसूरती होती है वो हमें हैप्पीनेस देती है. इट्स लवलीनेस इंक्रीजेस. इन चीज़ों की जो खूबसूरती होती है वो बढ़ती ही रहती है, कभी खत्म नहीं होती. दैट मीन्स इट नेवर टेक्स एन एंड और डिसअपीयर फ्रॉम द लाइफ. It will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us. Here the poetic device in bower quiet metaphor has used. It just compare with the shady place where we have a deep sleep. So these beautiful things are just played what type of role? These beautiful things played the role of a shady place where we can have a sleep full of sweet dreams. Sweet dreams means happy dreams, and health and quiet breathing. So when we are just get the shadiness of the nature, we just get the beautiful sleep, happy dreams, a good health and a quiet breathing. And the rhyme scheme used here, forever, never, keep, sleep. So A, B, B. Now come to the second stanza. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. So the poet here, जॉन किट्स कहते हैं, जब हम सब फुल स्वीट ड्रीम, हैप्पी ड्रीम से जब जागेंगे तो we have to just bind us with the nature. On every morrow, that means every morning, are we reading? Here the metaphor has used reading a flowery band. So हम सब अपने आप को अपने नेचर के साथ ब्यूटीफुल कनेक्शंस के साथ बंधे हुए पाएंगे. Spite of despondence, spite means malice and despondence means disappointment or dejection, you can call it. Spite of despondence of the inhuman journey, where we lost our faith and we filled with the disappointment, hopelessness we felt, and we comes in the depression, and we have just chosen what? We have chosen the inhuman ways. But instead of all these things, this noble nature help us to shed all the disappointment and rejections of this world. So in spite of despondence of the inhuman dearth, of noble nature, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways, made our searching, yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the fall. here the ball is called the metaphor poetic device because ball is just referred and compared to the covering or the shroud, you can call it, that we used after the death. So this shape of beauty help us to shed all the disappointment over dark in ways that just keep us in the depression, in the dissection, in the hopelessness. So only the nature, this beauty of nature can keep and remove this deadly covering from our sadness, from our dark spirit. Now in the third stanza. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon. So here the poet lists out the beautiful things that the nature, the God nature has provided to this human world. What are the list of the things? The sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon. Sprouting a shady boon, that means they are producing a boon for the human world. For simple ship and such are daffodils with the green world they live in. Dear student, here the poet used symbolical poetic device with a simple ship. Here simple ship refers to the mankind or Jesus Christ, who is also known as the human being or the shepherd who leads human soul out of the dark world of sin and temptation. So here simple ship is just the poetic device symbol. So for simple ship and such are daffodils. Daffodils here imagery create. Daffodils are the beautiful flowers with the green world they live in. So where these things live? These lovely things are live in the green world of nature. And clear reels. Clear reels is also used as the imagery. Clear reels means clear stream. A small river type flow of water that for themselves a cooling covert make against the hot season the mid-forest break, rich with a sprinkling of musk-fair roses blooms. So here the poet explains you कि ये जो simple ships हैं, ये जो daffodils flowers हैं, ये जो green world में रहते हैं, ये जो clear reels हैं, जो कि हमें coolness देती हैं किसके against the hot season, and they will also help in the mid forest to just bloom the beautiful musk roses. And now comes in the last stanza. In the last stanza, and such too is the grandeur of the doom we have imagined for the mighty dead. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal ring pouring unto us from the heavens spring. So the poet here, John Keats से हमें कहना चाहते हैं, poetic devices use हुए हैं. Grandeur of the doom is the imagery, and mighty dead is the oxymoron here, and an endless fountain of mortal ring is the metaphor. So in the last stanza, poet ये कहना चाहते हैं कि poet को तो dead में भी खूबसूरती नजर आती है. Even he just seeks the beauty in the dead also. These mighty dead represents the death of the ancestor and the forefathers whose fables, whose imaginary tales can inspire us, can give us beauty in them also. So all the lovely tales that we have heard or read about the ancestor mighty dead, they are all just created a magic. They all are worked as an endless fountain of immortal drink. Immortal drink का मतलब यहाँ होता है वो drink खूबसूरती की, वो beauty की जो कभी खत्म नहीं होती. Because they all are provided by God and nature for the human beings so that they can inspire themselves for the beautiful optimistic feelings of their life pouring unto us from the heavens spring. So the God is just pouring this immortal drink of beauty in the human brings light from the heavens so that we can inspire from them and filled us with the hopefulness and remove our over-darkened gloomy days. Even the dark spirits, everything can just be removed because of these beautiful sights. The thing is that we have to every morning make a strong bond, make a strong relationship with the nature, and this beautiful nature can keep us optimistic, positivityness, and give us the strength of our life. So the poet John Keats has beautifully portrayed this poem that has the tranquility and the mental peace it just gives you. Some rhyme schemes are also there in the lines. Let us see. Forever, never, keep, sleep, breathing, breathing, earth, dirt, days, ways, all fall, moon, goon, daffodil, rills, make, break, blooms, dooms, dead, red, drink and drink. So here you can see the poetic devices are also used very finely by the poet. So I hope this poem will help you in your exam. Thank you so much. Keep us watching on Multi Smart Classes.